Good afternoon, evening, everybody. So glad to be here again for Throw Punch Thursday. Oh, hi, Melissa. Hi, April. Hi, Mary. Hi, La Rosa. Hi, Anne. Nice to see you guys. I got a really cool, funky hat at the Vintage Mall, and I am sporting it tonight. But tonight we're going to be doing the White Cat Oracle deck, and I haven't used this one in a while, so I'm super excited to just to kind of get started and to tune into the energy of this deck again. To start us off tonight, I'm going to read for April, and we'll just kind of look at the energy, April, around your situation. I would love to give a reading for anybody else. Remember, I just picked the readings at random. But if you'd like to tip me, or if you'd like to get on the list for readings, feel free to send me some dollars on PayPal. When you ask for a reading in the comments, feel free to ask a specific question or name a specific topic, or we can just kind of look generally and see what's going on. But I appreciate you guys. Make sure you give me the thumbs up thing and a follow and a subscribe. That really super helps me. And we're going to go ahead and get started now. Here we go, April. This is the energy that surrounds you. And this is the energy that drives you forward. Clarity. And this is what would give you balance. I'm going to pull a couple cards, April. This is what would give you balance. Okay, so the energy that surrounds you is the coward. And as you can see, this coward cat is sad, like beside themselves. They don't really know what's going on. They know they did something bad. Like they just look guilty to me. And so that tells me that there's like a lot of energy around this situation. I get the feeling that this particular situation is more in your favor. I don't think you're the coward in this situation. I strongly feel like that's somebody else. I'm going to pull one more card for clarity just on that coward card. So make sure I'm giving the good messages. Let's see. Yeah, the trustful. I should trust myself. So this is definitely not you. This is a different person. When I asked for like clarity moving forward, what does the situation look like? We get tail held high. So this is like this cool cat that's kind of walking through the temple. They look like they're very proud of themselves. So I'm thinking, April, that you need to go into this situation with a lot of confidence. When I ask what would give you balance, we get the White Cat Oracle. So it's wild that the first reading of the night we get the Big Daddy card, but remember the White Cat Oracle, that's what this whole deck is called. So when you get the White Cat Oracle, that means that like Great Spirit is reaching out through this particular deck, and that they're telling you that this is like an alignment for you. So what I'm saying by this reading is that you need to have confidence. You need to believe in yourself moving forward, and that you need to tune into spirit, that is going to be the best alignment for this particular situation, and that's going to help you. Oh, perfect. So I got a bunch of people that commented. Thank you so much. Let's see. OKC Mama commented. Ann Williams commented. Thank you guys so much. That's a good question, Anne. That's a very good question. Melissa commented and said, I have so many questions for you, and I'm looking forward to going on Patreon to book a life path reading. Very good. I would love to do that with you. Julia says, hi, I'm moving back to OKC from Alaska. What's in my cards? Yeah, I would love to read for Julia. And then you guys, like I said, if you have any questions or you'd like a reading, just be patient with me and comment again when I finish Julia's reading, so I don't lose track of anybody. April said that she wants to thank me for this reading. Yeah, for sure, April. And like I said, I really feel like connection to spirit is going to be good for you in the coming times. So that's wonderful. But let's go ahead. We'll read for Julia. Thanks for tuning in, Julia. Let's see. This is the energy that surrounds you, and this is specifically about like moving. Okay. And this is the clarity card. This is what drives you forward. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the energy that surrounds you, it's a bunch of lions, and they're kind of like, they're moving through some grass, so it seems like they're covered and they're pretty protected. But lions overall are like, I would say like almost like the king, right? Like they have that king kind of royalty energy. So I feel like that's good energy to look at. When moving forward, you get the protector card. So I'm just going to pull one more card to ask, like, what is that all about? Aha. So I would say that now is the time to maybe do a little bit of spiritual protection. Like I feel like moving is good for you and that's good energy, but sometimes there's like snafus and just like it's really hard to move. I don't know if any of you adults out there have moved recently, but like you got to get in alignment with movers and people to help you move. You got to pack everything up. If you've got kids or pets, it's even worse because as you're trying to like pack everything up, everybody's getting into everything. So I feel like there's like a little bit of chaos going on right now associated with that move, and that it would be a good time to do grounding, spiritual protection, that kind of thing. Guys, remember that 11/19 is the next full moon on the Tonopogwali. It's also a good day for ceremony, so it's a good day to do healing and protection work on the full moon coming up next week. So think about that. I hope that's helpful, Julia. Wild Wilson boys, hi. So glad I got to catch you live. Hi, Wild Wilson. Good to see you too. Let's see. Darla commented and said, "Hello. I would love to see what comes up for the now, for the now opportunity for me." Let's see, Darla. Wild Wilson, I'd love to read for you after I read for Darla. Let's see. This is the opportunity that's coming to you. This is the best way to align with it. Of course. Okay. The opportunity that's coming to you, the best way to align with it. Yeah, we're going to just go with that and we'll see what comes up. Darla, so the energy that surrounds you, this is the opportunity that's coming to you. It's the imp. And you see, like, this is it's a kitten, it's not a cat. And they're kind of just like playing. They've got like a lot of balls. There's a well in the background. And so that well could be like danger or something else that's not in good alignment with you. But the kitten doesn't matter. Like the kitten doesn't care about the well or the danger that's in the back because they're playing in the here and now. So what I would say is just like kind of that last reading, I feel like maybe there's some chaos in your experience, but you're not aligned with that right now. When I ask how do you best align with this new opportunity, I get the protector card. This came up in the last card as well, but this is like a mama cat with her little baby kitten. So this is telling me that like you don't really need to do much, but again, protection energy would be good, or just keeping a focus. Remember, you can do protection like protection magic, you can do wards, things like that. But protection is also setting good boundaries and making sure that your needs are taken care of. So what I would say is keep tuning into you, Darla. That this opportunity that's coming to you, this is a lot of fun, and so that's what this should really be about. So if people try to pull you in the direction of like this should be like very serious, or like we need to set actual dates and times and like write things, like it shouldn't be serious. This is going to be a really playful opportunity, and protect your space during this as well. I hope that's helpful, Darla. Jen, hi. Oh, Julia said that they would make an appointment with me when they get back in town. Yeah, for sure. I'd love to see you. Anna, thanks for commenting. Let me read for Wild Wilson. Okay, it's Tara Wilson. Sure, Tara. Let's read for Tara. Oh, and it's on the kids account. That's funny. All right, Tara, this is the energy that surrounds you. You got the Mouser. And I just love this deck. It's so fun. Okay, and this is the clarity card, or the energy moving forward. So I feel like you have like a bit of a playful energy right now, Tara. Like you're kind of just getting out there. You maybe feel like, and I don't know if this is true or not. You can comment and tell me or not. Doesn't matter. But I really feel like you're playing a lot more, you're paying attention to having fun, and maybe you're feeling like you have needs or responsibilities and you're like neglecting them, like you're not tuning into those needs and responsibilities as much. I want to just stand in affirmation with you and let you know that like you are a person that deserves to have fun, and you deserve to have fun things, light, uplifting, good energy in your life. And so you're allowed to be the mouser. Like you're allowed to play around with the mouse. You have to tend to your abilities like we all do, and our responsibilities. But right now is the time for play, is what I'm getting for you. And just the coward card, this is like clarity or like moving forward. What I really feel about this coward is that it's nothing bad, but it's like really tune into your needs right now. Like I think this is like a message that keeps coming up for like everybody in all of these readings tonight, but really tune into your needs. You're allowed to play, you're allowed to have fun, you're allowed to rest. And most importantly, you're allowed to allocate resources to yourself. I know a lot of times, sometimes we struggle with that. Tara says, yes, I'm coming out of a dark place and being more happy and putting happiness in front of everything else. Yeah, that's very good. So don't let this other energy creep in. And if it does creep in, recognize it, ask it where it comes from, witness it, and allow it to move forward without, stepping into your happiness and making that more of a priority than what your happiness is. But I hope that that's helpful, Tara. Oh, dang. Cool, Julia. Julia says, I've seen you once before and you read my physical energy, which blew my mind. That's cool. I don't remember, but I'm excited to see you again. Oh, thank you so much, Tara. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead. Let's read for OKC Mama. Somebody else had a cool question. I'm gonna scroll up and read for that person next, but I can't remember who it was. Just a note for anybody watching this, I really appreciate the thumbs up and all that good stuff. That really helps me with the algorithm. I don't really like to do love readings. I don't like to do them. I don't like to do this business of like, will they get back together with me? Are they thinking about me? Like, I don't care about that other person. And I'm sorry if that's harsh, but like, if they were that important, they would be here on this feed asking for a reading. So I would much rather ask about alignment or removing obstacles or telling you the truth instead of telling you about somebody else. Like, I really don't care about somebody else or their experience. If you are here, you're the one who's important. So I would love to do questions surrounding your life and bringing you more alignment. But my YouTube, I didn't skip you. I just neglected to do that love reading. I don't want to do love readings. That's silly energy. But let's go ahead and read for OKC Mama. So we got, this is the energy that surrounds you. Very nice. The Lovers. And I'm not skipping anybody, by the way. I'm reading at random because it's too hard to keep in alignment with everybody. Oh my gosh. That was pretty funny. I said I wouldn't do love readings and I lost like 4 people on the watch count, but that's okay. The people who are here should be here. All right. OKC Mama, this is your clarity card. Okay, and I'm going to ask one more card. I'm going to ask about balance too. Yeah. Okay. So the energy that surrounds you is the Lovers. That's a really good energy. That's like harmony. That's balance. That's alignment. That's working with people who you like. As you see, they're walking past like this mat or this table, and their cups are full. Like they have a lot of good things, harmonious things around them. So this is really great energy to have around you. It means that you're having a lot of harmony. You're having a lot of good energy and good alignments and things like that. When I ask about clarity or moving forward, I get the one-eyed pugilist. And this is like a cat. Look at this cat. I don't know if you can see it with the shine, but this cat is like, come on, there we go. This cat is like so like dicey and like angry at life. Like they've only got one eye. They're called the one-eyed pugilist because they like to keep fighting and they don't know when to quit. So like my OKC Mama says, we love that you focus on us because we're learning to focus on us. Oh, that's really great. But anyways, the one-eyed pugilist, clarity, moving forward into your future. This means that you have to know when to pick your battles, right? We all have claws and we all have alignments and we all have powers and we all have the ability to set boundaries, but you need to know when to back off. So understand that you have a lot of harmony and alignment. There might be some wobbles coming up, some chaos coming up in your future, but you don't have to give into that chaos, and you don't have to give into the chaos. You can just kind of move forward and continue with this more love, harmonious alignment. When I asked what would bring you balance, this is so funny. I got the Chimera card. And you see this is like a bunch of weird animals, and they don't super go together, but they kind of do in this card. So like this is a message that sometimes you have to be a little bit like, crafty. Honestly, you have to be a little bit crafty in putting together and mashing together energies, because that allows us to unlock our potential. And so I really feel like now is the time again to like look at your harmony, look at your alignment. Don't let other people wobble you. And remember that it's okay to have a lot of different things at once, and you can make it work. Like you're really good at putting things together and making them work. And so that is your harmony and that is your alignment, like not allowing other people to get your goat essentially, and knowing when to pick your battles. Like sometimes you got to stand up and sometimes it's like, oh, we need to kick it back a few notches. But I hope that that's helpful, OKC Mama. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up because somebody, Iceman commented and said, can I be added? Really quick, I have to go get my phone. Sorry about that. Anyways, Iceman, if you want to be added, send me some dollars on PayPal. Otherwise, I'm just kind of reading for people at random. But let's see. Hang on, I'm scrolling up because I found a really good comment and then so many people commented. Okay, Ann Williams on Facebook said, "Will me and my guy get through the situation that we're going through at the moment we move forward together in this relationship, please?" Ann, I would like to do that because for me, that's more than a relationship reading. That feels like an alignment reading. So I would really love to read for Ann right now. And Anne says, "Will the obstacles that are affecting me and my guy move forward together in the relationship?" Yes. Yeah. Let me read about that. So I'm just going to do a quick relationship reading. So I'm going to do, let's see, one card. This is you. This is them. This is like kind of like what you need out of the relationship. And this is what they need out of the relationship. Okay. And this is what would give you guys general balance. So I'm sorry, that's a lot of cards. Okay. So Anne, what I get from this reading is that like you guys just need to chill out. Like I know that's like harsh and maybe not the best advice, but like there's a lot going on, and when there's a lot going on, it's easy to get angry and overstimulated, and it's hard to work on healing. So now is the time to just chill out. Okay, just chill out right now. What I got right here is you're the lounger. So you're somebody who wants to have like a restful, healing relationship, and I think that that's a really good alignment for you. When I ask what this other person is, they get the Chimera card. So again, their energy right now, to me, it seems like it's a little jumbled, and like they're like basically they're being pulled in like a lot of different directions, and that is causing some issues for you. I also got the Coward card when I look at like their relationship, like what's going on with them. I really feel like now is the time that they need to like almost like own up to what they did or whatever is going on in the situation. Like they need to take ownership for it. I know a lot of times when you are in relationships, sometimes everybody blames each other and it's hard to move forward. So this definitely, like, if I could talk to your partner, I would definitely say like, look, we need to have like a come to Jesus moment where we are all able to talk and not be angry at each other, kind of talk to each other non-reactive, almost like in a meditative state where it's like, I'm not going to get angry at you. I just really need to open up some energy pathways. When I ask what you need out of this relationship, I got the mendicant. So this is like a cute little cat that's kind of, it looks like they just want love and they just want help and they want affection, that kind of thing. And then when I ask what would bring you guys all balance, I get the puffball, which is this loaf cat that's kind of sitting here. And this tells me that, like I said, you guys really need to just chill out. Like you could get through any of this stuff, what's going on, but you really need to have an energy of chill. So I would suggest, like, honestly, doing like energy clearing on you. I don't have a pendulum with me right now. I don't know if you guys follow me on TikTok, but I just posted a video about clearing energy and space with a singing bowl. If you guys don't have them at home, you can play that sound and that helps to clear energy. But you can also use smoke to clear energy or pendulum. So there's like a lot of really good, easy ways that you can clear energy at home by yourself. And of course, I'm always open to working with people as well. And I'm not like one of these crazy people that charges thousands of dollars to like do workings on people. I actually offer ceremonies and things like that at a pay what you can basis. And Anne, if you would like help with that, like I would be more than happy to talk with you more. Just message me on social media. But I hope that that's helpful, Anne. Okay, let's see. My YouTube, I don't even know what your question was. Too many people commented. I'm so sorry. Kanchan Verma. Hang on a second. Am I allowed to ask that question? Okay, I'm allowed to ask that question. Kanchan says, is my mother doing black magic on me? I'm going to ask, this is the answer right here. No, the altruist, they want what's best for you. They're not doing black magic on you. They could be unintentionally cursing you with their criticism. Sometimes people do that, and sometimes people are really powerful with their words. But Kanchan, I'm going to just highlight your comment really quick. I don't believe that they're doing magic on you. I just feel like they do want what's best for you, and maybe what's best for you and what you think is best for you is different than what your mother thinks is best for you. But I don't think that there's anything bad there. But I hope that that's helpful. Let's see. Let me scroll up a little bit. Oh, OKC Mama. This is actually really important. OKC Mama says the cards are telling me to be happy in chaos. I would have to agree with that. I remember your reading. Definitely what I think is that, again, chaos is not a good thing and it's not a bad thing, right? Chaos is like a neutral force and it's something that we all have to make peace with. Like, life is chaotic, and like we build order and find meaning through chaos, and you can't control the chaos. It's just something that happens. So you have to best align with yourself and align with your opportunities, align with your people, your village, your group, your family, and that helps you sort through the chaos. But just because life is chaotic or like chaotic things happen to you, it doesn't mean that you have to be chaotic. You can be the eye of the hurricane, or you can get swept up in the whole storm. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. Yeah. Yeah. So Kanchan, that could be something that they're doing because they're trying to do healing work, and that's okay. That's okay. Let's see. Michelle says, "Could I have a reading?" I would love to read for you, Michelle. And then somebody, Jenna Cassis, I would love to read for you. I would love to read for you next, but I'm going to read for Michelle Keen on Facebook really quick. Okay, Michelle, let me shuffle these cards. So this card is the energy that surrounds you. Very good. Okay, and this is the energy that moves you forward. Okay, and we're going to ask a question about balance with that one too. The coward keeps coming up, and so does the chimera. That's wild. So the energy that surrounds you, Michelle, is the bather. So you see there's like lemon, citrus, pure water, and the cat's cleaning themselves. So to me, I think that you're like in this state of like, figuring out what's really important to you in your life, and you're trying to like make peace with that. You're like, you want to do the things that are important and that align with you. You want to keep your energy flowing, or you want to purify. You want to do all these things. So you might be feeling the urge to like get rid of some things, get rid of some people, and really you're like keeping yourself and moving forward in your alignment right now. When I ask about clarity moving forward, you're having trouble with this. Like you're doing all the right things. Like you're aligning, you're moving energy, you're happy with where you're at, you're happy with your personal growth and development, but it's like sometimes that the old version of you still pops back up and says, hey, what about me? Have you forgotten? And now is the time I really think to move on and understand. You got the chimera card when I ask what kind of balance do you need, and again you get this wild looking guy, but this really to me means that there's kind of like a lot of energy and things that are going on with you right now, and that you can have balance, harmony, and alignment with yourself. And you can make peace with the fact that you change, right? I don't know if that makes sense or if I'm saying it right, but what I'm trying to say here is sometimes we go through things and we become different people, but that doesn't mean that the person we used to be is like gone or dead or something. It just means that that version of ourselves is resting where they need to be, and we're going to bring our future selves basically and integrate our lessons. So I really feel like you're in an energy right now of integration, upgrade. I would say that this is actually like a very common theme. Like a lot of my people who I do readings for are going through that right now. On Patreon, I keep the Tono Pohuali, which is a Mesoamerican, basically like religious or ritual calendar. And based on the energy of that, we really just went through like a whole 13-day period of integrating lessons and of learning like who is really our true friends or our true support, and really upgrading our magical selves, integrating knowledge that we've learned over the past. And now today is the first day of the new Tricania, and this Tricania is really all about doing what you need to, checking yourself, doing shadow work, and integrating, moving forward, and taking your power back. So I'm wishing you a lot of power. This reading basically is telling me that you need some confirmation right now that you are doing the right things, but you're doing the right things. And I hope that's helpful, Michelle. Anna, wait a second, Anna. I would love to read for you. And if I skip over you, just comment again. But I'm going to read for Jenna Cassis on Facebook. Jenna said, I had 2 kids with one dude, and then he left me and moved on, and that they're single. Yeah, that's hard. And it's so hard to play the part of his as well. When will he start where he left off? Oh yeah. I don't know if he will. I don't know if he'll come back. I don't know what to say about that. Jenna, I would do a relationship reading for you really quick. So this is you. Oh, you got the puffball. That's one of my favorite cards in this deck, by the way. Okay, Jenna, this is him. Yeah. So you talked about like being in a relationship with a dude who left you, and this card is called the apostate, and it's like this cat for no good reason jumped up on this guy's head and started biting him. It's the apostate. So I don't know if he'll come back. Here is you and your outlook. Oh, the regurgitator. That's gross. And then this is his outlook. Obsessive. Yeah. So like And this is what would bring you balance. We'll pull one more card. Yeah, so I don't think that this person is a good alignment for you. This is why I don't do relationship readings, by the way, because a lot of times if your intuition or your energy tells you, this person's not a good alignment for me, and then you come to ask me, is this person a good alignment for me? I'm going to tell you no. Like, I'm going to tell you no. Even if you want to hear something different, I'm going to tell you the right answer, not what you want to hear, because I'm not going to take advantage of you that way. I'm going to tell you the truth. So anyways, you're the puffball, right? So you're okay, you're strong, you're powerful, and you're also in a state of rest and healing. That's very important to sit and to honor that space that you're in and that season that you're in. This guy, he's the apostate. He likes making trouble for people for no reason. When I asked about the relationship, I got obsessive, right? And this is like an obsessive cat that's obsessing over like a ball of string. The energy of obsession is not the energy of love, kindness, support, compassion, nurturing. The energy of obsession is like to me, I don't think that's good energy, right? I think that that's like dangerous energy almost, especially in a relationship. And then I asked like you in this relationship, and I got the regurgitator. Look at that cat. That cat's just throwing up. This is telling me that like this energy specifically is toxic for you. Like this is something that would make you energetically hurl if you are with this person. Like it's not good for you. It's not good for your growth. It's not good for your development either. So as hard as it is, you got to honor this puffball. You got to honor where you're at and healing and picking up the pieces. And then I got bringing you balance. This is a sycophant. And this could be like, I really feel like this means, honestly, that you need to tune into you and you need to do your own healing work and really sit with yourself right now and figure out, what do I need? Aside from everybody else, right? I have to think about my kids and I have to think about my responsibilities. But aside from everybody else in the world, what do I actually need to feel good, to feel whole, and to feel powerful most of all? I hope that that's helpful. All right, Anna. Anna, let's do a reading for you. Anna says, could I get a reading about work? Sure, we'll do 3 cards. Jenna says yes. Yeah, I hope that's helpful. Just so you guys know, the people who are still watching this feed, I do go live and do shadow work readings as well. And these shadow work readings kind of really go into your shadows, they go into your energy, and then I do energy clearings with those readings. So they're actually really cool. So make sure that you subscribe and follow the page, because I'll go live next week and do more of those, because those are super fun. But let's read for Anna Ashby. So Anna, this is you. Of course, that's you. This is your workplace. Oh, geez. The kittens. And this is what would give you balance, the imp. So when I look at you, you get the altruist. So really, you just want what's best for everybody. Like you have a deep love and a compassion in your heart, and you want like your relationships and stuff, you want them to be harmonious, basically. When I ask what's your work, I got kittens. That's so funny. So I don't know if you work with like baby animals or like babies in general, or the first inclination I got when I pulled this card is like, things at work are a mess and you're the one who's always cleaning up the messes. Basically, you're like the mama cat and you're like herding all the kittens. And you guys, I don't know if you've ever tried to herd cats or actually get them to do anything, but they don't listen. So like the energy that I get is that you have a lot of responsibility at work, and that maybe not all of it is yours. You just kind of take up a lot of responsibility regardless of whether or not it actually belongs to you. And then the energy I get for when I ask what would bring you balance is the energy of the imp. So of course that's like playfulness. So Anna, this is really asking you to look at your responsibilities at work, to make sure that you're doing your job and not the job of like everybody else, and like really either delegating or trying to get with upper management and making sure that, you know, everybody's needs are taken care of. And then the imp card also asks you to bring in a little bit more playfulness in the situation. So this could really just mean like at its simplest form, like at its purest form, just having more fun at work, and not treating it like a job. Like I know that that sounds silly probably, but like when I get up and go to work, I actually love it, and I don't ever feel like I'm drained or like I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to go to work again. Like I actually really love my job. I know not all of us are there, and some of us just go to work to get paid, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you can introduce fun into your job and make it a little bit more fun for you or the people that you take care of, then that would make things a lot easier for you. That would bring a lot of balance. And like I said, this card is you right here, the altruist. So that means that, again, at its base level, you really do care about everybody and you want what's best for everybody. So maybe sometimes because you want what's best, you overdo it and you maybe do more than what you should. And that kind of puts a little chaos into the whole machine. So I hope that that's helpful, Anna. Just remember to have fun. That's really important. Now, if anybody who commented before when we were still watching is still here and would like a reading, feel free to comment again. I would love to help you out. I'm going to just shuffle these cards for a second. Sandra, are you still around? Because I would love to pull some cards for you. Shuffle one more time. Okay. Actually, I'm having trouble shuffling. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. So, oh, I'm glad you're still here, Sandra. Yeah, Anna says, thank you so much. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right, Sandra, this is the energy that surrounds you. Oh, dang. You got the apostate. Okay, and this is the energy that moves you forward. Okay, and then we'll do one more card tonight. We'll do one more card. So this is the energy that would provide you, a little bit more balance in this experience. Yeah, so you've got chaos going on in your life right now. And this is the apostate. Like, I'm going to hold this card up a little bit. Wait, there we go. So this like cat is like eating this guy's face, and the guy does not look too happy about it. So like this is the energy of your experience right now. Somebody could be like attacking you or like just causing chaos or being generally rude in your existence. And the way that you fix this situation, or I guess the way that you find alignment to the situation, is by being the chanteur. Like you had to tell people what's going on, and you got to call out the chaos. I find that a lot of times people are just unconscious. And when they cause chaos or they do mean things in your life or they attack you, like a lot of times they do it either because they're unhealed. Most of the time they do it because they're unhealed, or because they're generally just unknowing and they don't realize the harm that they're causing, because people just act and unfortunately, they don't think before they act. So this is definitely a message of just like name it, call it out, say, look, this is what I see. This is how you're making me feel. When I ask what would bring you balance, I get the protector card. So that is definitely a card that's telling me like you need to set better boundaries and you need to really take care of yourself right now, especially. And I feel like just because this card came out, that you need to make it known. Like you literally need to vocalize the problem, vocalize what's going on. That helps you bring illumination and clarity to the situation. So that helps you move forward. I hope that that's helpful. All right, Betty R says, I would like a reading. Would I find a job soon? Would I find a job soon? Let's see. Am I allowed to ask that question? I don't want to ask that question, Betty. So what I'm going to ask instead is, what brings you into a good alignment? So Betty, my thoughts are you could find a job anytime. Like that's honestly my thought. Anybody here watching this feed, like you can manifest anything that you want, anything in your existence. So it's not a matter of will you find a job? It's like, what do I need to do to find that job? What do I need to do to find that job? So let's see. What's the first step? Okay. And how do you go about it and find alignment? Very good. And then one more question. Let's find balance as well. Okay, so when I ask like what's the first step, you get the tiger card. Again, tiger is like majestic. They're in the leaves. They're better than a lot of other cats. So like, I mean, not to like, puff up your ego or anything, but Betty, this card means that you're better than a lot of cats. So what I would say is that you probably have a lot of experience in the chosen field that you want to go into. So I feel like it's not a matter of like, can I find a job or will I? It's like, yes, you absolutely will. Now is the time to stand up, to be powerful, and to have confidence. So when you go into a job interview or you take an interview over Zoom or on the phone, I need you to like empower all of your beauty, power, experience, knowledge in this chosen field. That's going to help you. Like confidence and knowing that you are the person for the job is the best thing for you right now. Further on, keeping alignment. Now is the time to maybe look at things a little bit non-traditionally. Maybe you're not looking for a job in the absolute, like the correct field. It's not the exact correct alignment. So you might have done a couple of things that are related to this upcoming job that you're manifesting, but it's not the same thing that you've done. It's like a little bit different. And then this is the birder card. When I asked what gives you more balance and alignment, and you see in this card, there's like a cat, and they've got a small meal right in front of them. And then they've got a big bird that they're pining after. So basically, it's like you've got little opportunities for jobs all around you. And if you really need a job desperately, find a job that's maybe it's like under your pay grade, or it's like you've got more experience than what you need for this job while you're searching for that beautiful alignment. Like it's okay to get the smaller job and then manifest that big one down the road. Some money is better than no money, right? So I hope that that one's helpful for you, Betty. Lawrence, I do not do relationship readings, especially will my ex return to me? Because if your ex was important, they would be here asking the questions. They would be here asking the questions. I would love to do like a general reading for you or to help you find alignment, but I don't do relationship readings. Oh, we got our first spammer of the night. There we go. Betty, you're very welcome. I hope that's helpful. Anybody else who's on the feed and wants a reading, feel free to comment. I know a bunch of people commented like earlier in the stream. I just didn't get a chance to get to them all. It's so hard to keep in alignment with all of the comments. Oh. All right, so I want to do a general reading right now. I would like to do a reading that basically talks about this new energy period that we're going into. And I would like to ask, what helps us keep in alignment with all of this upcoming energy? What keeps us in alignment? Remember, today is 11/11, so that's a pretty cool day, isn't it? All right, what keeps us in alignment? This is the energy that surrounds us. Okay. This is the energy that moves us forward. And here's our advice card. This is advice. All right. So the energy that surrounds us as a collective, moving through this energy, right, is the energy of the stranded. So this is like a cat. They've gotten themselves into quite a pickle. They have climbed up a tree and it's like pitch dark black. Nobody is coming to help them. And now they're kind of like, I don't know what to do now. So I feel like this is definitely like a collective issue where I just feel like society has changed a lot, you know, in the past couple of years with all the COVID business and all that kind of stuff. So I really feel like a lot of people feel isolated or stranded in a way where they're just not connecting to a lot of people. So my medicine for this reading for the collective of what would help us usher in new energy is, I know I've been saying this like since the pandemic started, but find a way to safely gather with folks. Like find a way to safely find the people who align with you, who align with your time, and who really like enjoy your company and who give you energetic upgrades. So like I personally think that it's not enough to just do your own healing work and to just like stay with yourself. I really feel like it's next level alignment to be able to talk with other magical people, because as you talk about your experience walking through life, walking through healing, managing and taking on the tasks and the challenges that you do, when you talk to other people, it gives you good alignment, and it teaches you things and it unlocks different energetic potentials. And then when I ask like what's our clarity card moving forward, we get the altruist. So again, just keep the common good in mind, especially when we're talking about moving forward and figuring out how to gather again. We can't do this like silly and just like open everything and throw all caution to the wind. Like we need to keep the alignment and the benefit of the collective in mind as we go about doing this. So I would really, suggest to anybody who's watching this, maybe you guys are like good planner types, or you like to organize or get people in the community together. When you organize your events and when you think about gathering, I want you to think about, how does this benefit the community? How does this benefit the collective? How does this event? So instead of thinking about how can I get the most people to attend or the most people to see this, or how could I get, the most money from this? Think about, how is this benefiting the collective? And then when I ask for balance, I get the scoundrel, which is so funny because it's like we get the altruist and then the scoundrel. And to me, in this deck, it's almost like those two cards are like almost like opposites of each other. So this is a message that also sometimes we need to do what we need to do, and not everybody's going to be happy with the things that you choose to do. And that's okay too. Just keep walking in alignment with yourself. I hope that that's helpful. Prachi, I would love to read for you for sure. Prachi would like to know, should I stay with my current job or no? And when will I get financially stable? That's a lot of questions, but I'll do like a path reading for you, Prachi. And let's see. I don't have any candy. That's okay. I'll use a crystal. So this is the outcome. That's the outcome. This is what happens if you stay with your current job And this is what happens if you decide to leave. Okay. So what's the outcome? Let's look at that first. Oh, the outcome is the apostate. Oh, goodness. Prachi, are you a bit of a scoundrel? Oh, my goodness. So it looks like to me that the outcome is like chaos. So what I'm saying here is if you leave the job or if you stay in the job, there's going to be some chaos. Let me ask really quick about finding balance. Yeah. Okay. So there's just a little bit of chaos, but I don't think it's anything bad. This is if you stay at your job. You got the obsessive for the energy that surrounds that job. So I feel like you're really good at what you do, and you got the White Cat Oracle for staying. So I feel like, again, the White Cat Oracle is like almost like a great spirit card. Like it's a pretty big deal when that one shows up. So I would say that the White Cat Oracle is like spirit is telling you should probably stay at your job, at least for right now, even though there's some chaos, things end up in alignment. And here's what happens if you leave. If you leave, you got the blissful and the polydactyl. So even if you choose to leave, like spirit is saying, like, this is a really good opportunity for you. You should stay. This is very helpful. You're getting money right now. If you leave, you find bliss. So like that's an option as well. You could leave. And then you also get the polydactyl. And so the polydactyl is actually like a lucky card. Like polydactyls are cats that have extra claws or fingers. And so this is the energy of luck. So either way, what you do, if you stay at the job or if you leave the job, you are going to get a little bit of chaos. But understand that, again, chaos is something that creates balance, harmony, love, and ease in our life. It's just you have to sort through the chaos to get to that other goodness, right? I hope that that's helpful. Natalie, I would love to do a reading for you. Let's see. We'll just we'll pull some cards and do like a general reading for Natalie. And anybody else who's watching on this stream, feel free to comment and thumbs up. That really helps me with the algorithms. All right, my friends. Here we go, Natalie. We've got, this is the energy that surrounds you. This is the energy moving you forward. And Prachi, you're very welcome. And this is the energy moving forward. So, and then Natalie just said, Natalie, you asked the question after I pulled the cards. I don't like to do relationship readings because I tell people the truth. And most of the time, people don't want to hear what I have to say. But the energy that surrounds you right now is the coward. So, Natalie specifically asked if this other person will answer her message. I'm saying that this person is a coward, and that either they're afraid of commitment or it's just not the right alignment and they don't want it. They don't want to answer the message, basically. So they're a coward. That's what I have to say to you. The energy that moves you forward, like what gives you good alignment, is the birder card, right? And so this card just came up too a minute ago. And this card is basically like a cat who's eyeing a bird who's like far away. They're probably not going to get the bird when there's a grasshopper right next to them. So that's like an easy meal. So what I'm trying to say here is, Natalie, I really feel like there's other people that you could be seeing or like spending your time or your nurture on, like people who actually want to return your love and your nurture. So that's definitely a message, I think, to not worry about this other person who's not responding to you. And then when I ask what would give you balance, I got the puffball, which is this cute little cat over here. And that talks about rest, that talks about alignment, and that talks about loving yourself and like sitting in your own, basically in your own energy enough to heal and to move forward. So I don't know if that was the reading you wanted, Natalie, but I hope it was helpful. Oh, Jacoby's here. I remember you. I know who you are. And then Hannah commented, Natalie, you're welcome. I hope that was helpful. Don't waste your time on other folks, man. You're so beautiful. You're so magical. You have so much power. You've had so many really cool experiences. You deserve somebody who wants to share and co-create with you, not somebody who's going to leave you on red. You don't deserve that. It's BS. Okay, Jacoby. Jacoby says, oh, yay, the cat deck. I'm glad that I made it, and I love a reading. Yeah, let's read for Jacoby. And then Hannah Nicole. I'd love to read for you too. So let's do general for Jacoby. Hannah, while I'm still shuffling and reading for Jacoby, if you would like a certain type of reading or like you have a certain question or something, you can feel free to put that in the comments as well. But let's see, Jacoby, this is the energy that surrounds you. Oh, that's great. You get the fat cat, the glutton. Here, we'll bring our selenite over here. I love the glutton. Like, look at him. He's such a fat cat. There's a lady who sometimes tunes in and she's got a fat cat named Oliver that looks just like the glutton. Oh my goodness. And this is the energy that moves you forward. And I'm going to do one more card, Jacoby. This is giving you balance. So the energy that surrounds you right now is the glutton, and you see this fat cat laying in an abyss, showing their belly, and there's feathers like all around. So they have eaten this bird that was in the cage. So like they have what they need. They are chilling and they are fat and happy. So this is definitely a message that you've got some chill energy around you, which for you, I think that that's really great. Jacoby says the fat cat reminds me of my two female cats. Oh yeah, channel that fat cat energy. That's perfect. And then this is the energy that kind of like the clarity card, what moves you forward. And I got the lounger. So just a little like sprinkling from spirit, if you will. Sometimes when you go through a lot, you need some rest. So don't be like impatient with yourself or upset with yourself if you're taking that time to rest and you're taking that time to relax, because this is definitely something that you have earned, something that you deserve. If you start to feel a little bit stagnant with all of your rest, the imp card says that that's where you find balance. So in other words, change up your routine, change up your habits, and have more fun. That keeps you in balance. So allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to enjoy everything that you've been working for, essentially. But don't forget to play and to have fun with that as well. I hope that that's helpful. All right, let's read for Hannah Nicole. And Miss Shorty, hi, my friend, you're back. I'd love to read for you after I read for Hannah. Let me know if you have like a specific question or a topic that you're interested in, Miss Shorty. All right, Hannah, this is the energy that surrounds you. Oh, you got the Hermit. Very cute. Very cute. Jacoby said I definitely needed to hear that. You're welcome. Hey, Stacy, I'm going to read for Hannah, then Ms. Shorty, but I'd love to read for you afterwards. All right, Hannah, this is your clarity card. Oh, man, you need one more. D3, I would love to help you. Just let me get through these readings, and I would love to answer that question. Okay, let's see. This is the reading for Hannah. Hannah, the energy that surrounds you is the Hermit. So if you have felt like your energy is kind of closed off or like you need to keep to yourself, like I think that that's okay. And I just want to honor that for a second. Like it's okay to just chill, to be you, and to rest. Like that's what you need right now. When I ask clarity moving forward, I get the apostate. So like that's like trouble. That's like chaos, like in your path. So if you want to seclude, if you want to be a hermit, if you want to keep to yourself, like that's perfect energy for you right now. When I asked for clarity and alignment for balance for you, I got the lounger. So again, this is like another message of like, my hat is crazy, but this is like another message of like good alignment and rest and like just chilling energy. So if you have felt like chill energy, that is like, again, this reading is alignment and is confirmation to you. Now is the time to chill. If you've been feeling a little wild right now, like you're not chill, now is the time to chill. Like that is what these cards are saying. Like the Hermit is all about like sitting, reading, learning more, studying, and then coming out into the world when you feel ready, when you feel like you have that alignment. So it's okay to be the Hermit sometimes. Yeah, Hannah says, I'm very emotionally closed off right now. Sometimes that's what we do to protect ourselves. So process what you need to process and hold space for yourself, and then move forward when you want to, or when you can, or when you feel led to by spirit. But right now is the time for rest. So you're okay. You're in a good place right now. I hope that's helpful. Deja, I do want to get to your question. Just hang on. We're going to read for Stacy Benton. All right, Stacy, this is your clarity, or that's your clarity card. We're gonna go for that. And this is the energy that surrounds you. Okay, so Stacy, Hannah, you're welcome. Stacy, this tells me that you have like a lot of like innocence and vulnerability kind of like energy. So maybe you're doing some work to like get in touch with your inner child. If you're not doing that right now, it could be a message that now is the time to look at your childhood and to really what I would suggest is like think about the things that you did when you were a little kid, when you just totally lost time, when you were like playing and like 5 hours went by and you didn't even know what happened. Like think about what gives you so much passion, alignment, and joy in your life, because those are the things that you should be following right now. When I ask for like clarity, good direction, what's your next step moving forward, I get the imp card. So again, the imp is like playfulness. So I really feel like now is the time to do that inner child work by healing and by actually doing things that you like to do. I feel like a lot of times when we turn into adults, for some reason we forget how to play, and we forget all of the beauty and joy and alignment we got when we were little kids, when we just had fun and played and had no responsibilities. So tap into that inner child, that playfulness. That gives you a lot of healing and activation in this season for you. Tracy, I'd love to read for you. Just be patient with me. There's a couple people ahead. Ms. Shorty, I'll read for you. And then Deja, I will answer that question. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Let's see, Stacy. Stacy, this is the energy that surrounds you. Interesting. And this is your path moving forward. So, Stacy, the energy that surrounds you. Oh, Betty said, "God bless for what you do." Thank you so much, Betty. I appreciate you. But Stacy, the energy that surrounds you is the Survivor card. So that is basically like a message that you've been through some shit. Like there's some stuff that you've been through, and you're like a more hardy cat than a lot of other people that are alive. So this is definitely a message to like have compassion for yourself and give yourself some clarity based off of all of these experiences that you've been through. Like you're a fighter, you've been through a lot. And when I ask like what's clarity for you, what gives you clarity, I get the hoarder. And this hoarder is a bad fat cat that has a bunch of ink pens, but cats don't have hands, they don't need ink pens. So Stacy, this is a message that maybe you're holding on to some things, some stuff, whether that's clutter stuff or emotional energy stuff that you don't have any use for that stuff. So stop letting the dense energy and the things people did and the heaviness of those experiences, stop holding on to that stuff, because it's not benefiting you. It's not good. It's time to let go of some of that energy, and maybe even let go of some physical items. I find that a lot of times clutter, papers, old clothes, old furniture, like that stuff holds on to energy. So when you clear yourself of like excess physical things that you don't need, a lot of times that helps you get into energetic alignment. So I hope that's helpful, Stacy. This is a really good question, by the way. Deja asked, sorry to bother, but can I get some pointers on how to tribute this 1111 portal? I like to fancy myself somebody who is in good alignment with myself and with spirit. And I also, even though I'm spiritual and I believe in a lot of quantum physics, metaphysics, connection to great spirit, I am not new agey. Like I am very much against a lot of new agey things. So I think, could there be something numerically going on with the date being 11/11? Yes, absolutely. Is it some portal that you need to align to? I don't think so. Ask your pendulum, pull your own cards, do your own divination. I personally don't think there's anything that you need to do to align with this energy. The thing that you need to be doing always is aligning with yourself and aligning with spirit. So how do you align with yourself better? Or how do you align with spirit better? Everybody is different. Some people go outside and they take a walk and that really aligns them. Some people do meditation. Some people do Reiki. Some people listen to singing bowls. Some people journal and that gives them really good alignment. So in terms of like what's going to bring you good alignment here, I really think that now is the time to connect to yourself and to connect to spirit. I do write Patreon messages every single day that give people advice and affirmations on connecting to spirit with the energy of the specific day. So that's something to definitely look into as well. I would always very much appreciate more Patreon subscribers. And I do post messages every single day. So it's not like sometimes I post them and sometimes I don't. It's like a real for real spiritual practice for me. And I post every single day. So if you're looking for more like alignment or just some interesting inspirational things to read, check out my Patreon. But I don't think you need to do anything to make yourself better for this portal. Like the energy is here. You are here as well. Connect with yourself. That's the answer. But I hope that that's helpful. I don't remember if I read for Ms. Shorty, but if I I didn't comment again, Julia, hang on a second. Ms. Shorty, I need some motivation and guidance. Hang on, Julia Rivera. You're commenting too much. OKC Mama says, I appreciate your energy and time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. Let's see. Ms. Shorty, I need some motivation and guidance to keep going. I just want to. It's okay, Julia. It's okay. I just want to pop something really quick here, Miss Shorty. Just really quick. I feel like motivation is something you do, but I feel like inspiration is something that happens to you. So, in my mind, anyways, it's better to do what your inspiration leads you to do instead of sitting heavy in the energy of like, oh, I gotta force myself or I gotta motivate myself to do this. So think about that. If you are stuck and you feel like you have a block, whether that's like writer's block or you need to accomplish some things that lead to your responsibilities, just give yourself a break. I know that that can feel hard if you've got a lot of energy of overwhelm kind of over your experience, but take a step back. Just take however long you can. If it's 10 minutes, an hour, a whole day, a whole week, take some time off, really center yourself, and then allow your mind to be empty and free from worry, free from stress, free from anxiety, and see what inspiration comes to you to lead you forward to that path. But I'll pull some cards for you too, Miss Shorty. Oh, thank you, Karen. Hang on one second. Let's see, Miss Shorty. So this is the energy that surrounds you. Yep. Oh, I love these cards. Okay, and this is the energy that moves you forward. Okay, so you got the Jaguar card for the energy that surrounds you, Miss Shorty. So the Jaguar, a Carlos Castaneda quote comes to my mind when I see this card. And the quote is, "The warrior waits and knows what they are waiting for." And that means that you are waiting for something. And that's exactly what I was trying to say before I even pulled cards. Sometimes you don't have the motivation to do something because you don't have the inspiration and the activation, or in putting this in very simple terms, you don't have the energy to do it right now. So you're waiting for an opportunity to actually take up this task that you're doing. Allow it to unfold in your own time and don't get overwhelmed with it. Just allow it to unfold. The next card, when I ask for clarity moving forward, I get the Orator. So now maybe is the time for you to use your voice and ask for help. So if you're feeling like you're really stuck with whatever the situation is, there are probably other people in your experience who can help you. And again, gather with other people who are magical, who understand you, who are non-judgmental. Those people can really help you unlock awareness and unlock things that you hadn't thought of before. So now is the time to actually use your voice and ask for help, or just go out and have a conversation with somebody you trust. That might be enough to shift your energy and get you to a point where you feel inspired. And I hope that that's helpful, Miss Shorty. Lawrence, oh my friend, listen, I don't like to do love readings. Like, if you want a reading, I will do it, but you have to like comment in this post and say, I consent to you doing this love reading, even if you trash me and read me for filth, because a lot of times I don't say the things you want to hear in love readings. I say the truth. And so that's all I'm going to say about that. But let's move forward. So Julia Rivera asked a question. No, Julia, yours isn't a love reading. I got you, definitely. So let's just pull one card and ask that question. And Julia says, I consent. Yeah, thank you. Miss Shorty, you're very welcome. Okay, Julia, I'm just going to pull one card. And Julia asked a very interesting question. I won't highlight it. That's okay. I know what the question was. And yes or no? So I got the Glutton card. So I'm going to say the answer to your question is no, and I'm going to tell you why. The answer is no because I feel like you're trying to emotionally or energetically fill a gap, and it's not going to lead to your best and highest good or your best and highest alignment. You could do that, what you talked about in your question. You could do that 100%. I would support you. If you came back later and said, I did this thing and I'm so excited, I would be very happy for you. But what I would caution you against is trying to make big life decisions because you think it's going to make your life better, or you think it's going to fill an emotional or energetic gap, or you think you can do better than other people did for you, maybe now is not the time. Maybe now is a time to just be happy and content with the life that you have, do a little bit more healing work, and then look to that next big thing and that next experience. But I hope that that's helpful, Julia. All right, Karen commented, and Karen said that they love my hat. Thank you, Karen. I love it too. I went to a vintage market and I found it and I thought it looked haunted. So of course I bought it and brought it home. I was like, this is my Throat Punch Thursday hat. But let's see. I know good things are coming, but I don't have patience. Oh, Karen. Oh, okay. Let's pull a couple cards. Somebody else, Karen, the reading I did for Miss Shorty just said that they felt like they needed inspiration or motivation rather. And I feel like sometimes when you're looking for motivation, you find that when you take a step back and you release the worry and the anxiety about everything. So I don't know if that helps you, but I hope it does. And Karen, anyways, I'm going to pull some cards for you now. And then Karen is the last person I have that commented. So if anybody else is still in the feed and hasn't gotten a reading yet, feel free to comment. Lawrence, I will do that relationship reading for you. But again, it might not be what you want to hear, my friend. Just comment and tell me, yes, I'll let you tell me things that I don't want to hear. Oh, my YouTube, how can I keep my grades up? I would love to help you with that question. Let me read this for Karen first. All right, Karen, this is the energy that surrounds you. That's the protector. And this is the clarity card, the mendicant. Oh, I need to ask another question about that one. Let me just get clarity on that. Okay. So, Karen, I feel like you're in the energy of protecting yourself because you got the protector when I asked for the energy that surrounds you. And I just want to mention that there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with embodying that energy. And a lot of times you have to embody the energy of the protector in order to move from point A to point B. So if you've had a lot of experiences in the past couple of months or years that have been a little bit heavy, sometimes you need to go into protector mode so that you can come to a state of neutrality and heal yourself. So I really feel like that's what's going on right now. The unfortunate thing is, and this is just my life and experience, but I feel like when you're in that healing mode, you have to be still. And that means you're not focusing on a lot of other things. You're not taking care of a lot of other people, and you limit responsibilities so that you have enough time basically to sit with yourself and to figure out, where do I need to go next and how do I find balance? So this is definitely heavy energy of protection, and definitely protection on for yourself, for your boundaries, and for your healing journey. And remember, guys, it's a healing journey, not a healing destination. So we don't ever arrive at healing. We're always working through this. Tracy, I thought I read for you, but if I didn't, I could read for you again. And then let's see. We're reading for Karen. Oh, Karen said this year has sucked. I'm sorry. So Karen, when I asked for like what you need for clarity, I got the mendicant. And a lot of times this is just a message that you need healing or closure. Like you feel like you've been through a lot. You probably have. And now is the time to get some closure from those experiences. So I'm not really sure how to best find closure. I did pull this card when I asked for balance, and that's the Lover. A lot of times closure, like associated with the Lover, means like basically coming to a state of neutral. So a lot of times if things get heavy for you, or you're walking through a really difficult energy that you have to heal, again, the best way to do that is to come to a state of stillness or a state of neutrality where you can just kind of chill and sit and again figure out what your needs are. So a lot of times you can't get the closure that you want to. Like a lot of people think that when they go through heavy experiences that the other person who wronged them has to apologize, and that their healing is hinged on the other person doing the right thing. So if you are in that position, that energy where you feel like somebody else has to apologize, or somebody else is basically the key holder to your healing journey or experience, I just want to caution you and let you know that you are the key holder to your own experience, and that those other people don't matter. When people hurt you, a lot of times it's like they do something really bad and you hold on to that energy, but they've forgotten about it. Like a long time ago, they forgot about it, or they don't care and they don't hold any emotional energy. So think about your healing and kind of moving forward as a way to give them the energy back give them the things back that they did to you instead of like, I need them to apologize or I need to get closure. That's not possible. So I hope that that's helpful, Karen. That one was a little heavy. Goodness, these cats are a lot sometimes. Okay, let's see. So we got Ruth. Ruth, I could definitely do a reading for you. Let me just scroll up really quick. Oh, my YouTube, ACC says, how do I keep my grades up? You asked that a couple times. Let me read for my YouTube really quick. So my YouTube, this is the energy that surrounds you. Okay. And this is the energy that would move you forward. Okay, and I'm gonna ask one more card. I know I usually only do two card messages. I'm sorry for pulling so many cards, guys, but like I feel like I need it tonight. All right, and this is balance for you. Okay, so the Karen said, thank you. You're very welcome. So my YouTube account, the energy that surrounds you is the energy of the coward. I don't think that you're a coward. I don't think that that's what's going on right now. I instead think that this is encouraging you to look at your own self-pity. I really want to just like, again, bring this message to people. And I say it a lot on my readings, but the energy of self-pity is like one of the lowest vibrational energies there is. Like in my mind, it's almost as bad as fear. And I know that sometimes we all get on the struggle bus because that gets us from point A to point B, and we need to struggle for a minute before we snap out of it. And we're like, okay, I'm better now. I struggled for a minute. I threw a tantrum and now I'm back on track. So I really feel like you're in the energy of self-pity right now. So what you need to do is to stop feeling sorry for yourself. And I know that that's like, oh my God, I felt bad saying that because I'm like usually a gentle person, but stop feeling sorry for yourself. And I'm sorry, but that's what you need to hear right now. Sorry. But the energy that moves you forward is the chimera. And so this is telling you that basically you have a lot of skills and a lot of resources and a lot of like out of the box ways and solutions to do things. And so what I feel strongly from this message is that it's not a matter of like, if you can get your grades up, it's more a matter of like time management, putting the work effort in, staying extra and getting those office hours, and then asking for concession. Like if you are going through something right now and it's hard for you to turn in assignments or to keep your grades up, like I really feel like now is the time to talk to teachers and professors and tell them like, look, I've got these things going on and I just need a little bit of extra help. Also, I feel like, I don't know if you're a man, a woman, how old you are, what's going on, but like a lot of people have learning disabilities, autism, dyslexia, ADHD, and it's untreated and undiagnosed. So if you have something going on like that, make sure that you reach out to like a counselor or somebody in your school who can help you. It's quite possible that you need a little bit more accommodation than other people. That doesn't make you anything less than anyone else. It just means that you learn a little bit differently and your brain works a little bit differently. So don't be afraid to get those accommodations that you seek. And then the last bit of advice, this is your balance card. You get the obsessive. Stop obsessing over this. Stop obsessing over this. Release yourself from the fear of failure and you might just fly. You might just fly. I hope that that's helpful on my YouTube. I'm sorry. That was rough. That was a little rough. Oh, Melanie. Let's see. Ruth and Melanie, are you still here? Cody, I know Cody's here for sure. Cody, I'm wondering about unemployment is going to come through this week. I don't know. I don't know, truly. Let's ask just one card about that particular question. Melanie's here. Okay, hang on for me, Melanie. Hang on one second. Okay, Cody, we'll pull this card, the Mouser. I don't know. That card is very unclear to me. Cody, what this means is like you're playing a cat and mouse game, or in other words, like everybody's tagging each other and nobody's winning. So I don't know if it will come through this week. I'm sorry, that's really hard. But it seems like, you know, this is like basically like a game. I'm going to pull one more card for clarity, and this is balance. Yeah, I don't think it's going to come through. I got the apostate as well, which is usually like chaos. I would suggest, actually, this is something that actually happened to us. My husband was on unemployment for some time, and they put his unemployment on this like thing called adjudication, and it was on that for 8 months. So like we didn't have money to survive for 8 months. It was wild. And do you know what actually got things moving? My husband showed up to the unemployment office. Like he actually had to show up in person. And then it was like 3 days later, they fixed it. So maybe now is the time to show up, and maybe you're the apostate. Maybe you need to go, Cody, go bite somebody's head off or something, huh? So that that's your advice for Throat Punch Thursday tonight, Cody. Goodness gracious. Okay, Melanie, let me read your question one more time. Hello, is there any messages for me or my parents or family from my grandfathers on either side, or my maternal or paternal side? They've both passed away. Hang on a second, Melanie. I don't usually do messages like that. I got to ask. Am I allowed to ask that question? Yes. Okay. Am I allowed to ask for maternal or paternal? Okay, I'm allowed to ask for maternal. This is a message from your maternal grandfather. Maternal grandfather. Here's what they see. Here's what they see. And here's the advice that they have based on that. Oh, that's a really sweet message. Okay, Melanie, what they say is that the energy that surrounds you is like they see you working really hard, and they feel like there's like a breakthrough that's coming. Like you're working really super hard and you're doing so much, and they appreciate your work ethic. Like they really do. They appreciate how hard you work. They worked very hard in their life, and they see you. They see you. They see you working, and they appreciate that. And then the energy moving forward is like they really love you, and they want the best harmony and not alliance, the most harmony and balance for you. But don't obsess over the things that you're doing. Understand that life is very short, and that you have to like appreciate the things that are around you. Big things are coming towards you. There's like a big alignment that's about to shift for you. But understand that that work stuff is not everything, that it's important to pay attention to the people that are around you. And that this is not from them, this is from me. There's no separation in spirit. So although we are separated by physicality, there's no separation in spirit. So anytime that you want to, you can tap into their energies and ask to feel their love, to feel their support. And I hope that that's helpful. Dang, Laura comments and says, hi from Australia. Oh, that's so cool. Thanks for showing up from Australia. I'm in Oklahoma right now. Let's read for Laura. Hang on, Melanie. No, I don't want to answer that question. I don't want to answer that one. I'm supposed to only pass it along for you right now. But let's see. Laura would love a reading. Let's just do a general reading for Laura. Lara. Are you Lara or Laura? Does it matter? Laura. Okay, there we go. Oh, perfect. Laura. Okay. We got, this is the energy that surrounds you, Laura. And this is the energy that moves you forward. Oh, lovely. It's upside down. And then I'm going to pull one more card for you, Laura. And this is your balance. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the energy that surrounds you is the trustful. So it's this little cat, and they're showing their belly. So like they have a lot of trust. So right now I feel like you're in a good space to like basically like to heal, to become alive, to fulfill your greatest potential, and to like move forward in your alignment. So like I feel like that speaks to seasons, right? Like sometimes my hat's getting all crazy. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna wear pins next time I wear this hat. What the heck? But Laura, I feel like this speaks to seasons in your life. Like sometimes we're in a season of healing, and sometimes we're in a season of work, and sometimes we're in a season of rest. So I feel like right now you are in the season of healing and rest, and kind of like reconciliating past energies. So that's really beautiful. I bless you with that, and I hope that the healing journey is blissful and smooth, and aligns you to your best and highest timelines. But also the energy that moves you forward is a glutton. So this is a reminder that like you really need to be like gracious and like have gratitude and appreciation for this time that you're going through, because time will shift and change as it does, and things might be difficult in the future, or you might have new lessons or new things that you have to work through. So right now, enjoy this opportunity to be vulnerable, especially with other people, to heal and to have a little bit more rest and experience. one more card, right? I picked this card for balance and alignment, and I got the tigers. So this is just a reminder to you that, Lara, you are a badass, you are fierce, and that you have the power to move through any circumstance and ability with ease and with grace and with power. And I hope that that's helpful, Lara. All right, my friends, it's been about over an hour. I think I'm going to sign off for the night. I appreciate you all for joining me tonight. Make sure that you subscribe to the page, follow, thumbs up, all that good stuff. I will be live next Thursday for intuitive messages. Leave me a comment. If you've looked at my previous videos and you've looked at my previous decks, what deck should I read from next Thursday? I would love the comments, and I'll look through them after I get off of this video. And also, I will be live again, I'm not sure, Monday, Tuesday, sometime next week to do more shadow readings and energy clearings. Thank you, my friends. We'll talk soon.